Hello, we're here at IBS 2026. I'm with Jason. He's with Higharc. We just had another conversation, but you're bringing a totally different angle. So we wanted to talk with you as well and get your industry perspective on this. So thank you so much for sitting down with me.
It's a pleasure.
And you're an implementation specialist, but you also have a background in structural. So
I do.
when you told us that, we thought, wow, you speak our language.
In the industry, it's kind of a black box of what goes on in structural design, especially around trusses.
Yeah.
And to see something that's opened up with an API gives us the opportunity over at Higharc to plug into that and to start to automate some of this and show people, how they can save money and time by using something like this. So, I mean, I've done what I could with the tools at hand, and I think that is has been a real challenge. I spent about 13 years setting up an integration of stick framing in Revit, and we were able to be successful with that. But the problem that we ran into was scaling. Was to scale that system because it was so rigid and unforgiving to the end user.
And you guys knew all of the parameters that you had to kind of be careful with, but it was harder for other people.
Oh, for sure. I would spend a couple years training a new employee just to make sure that they weren't falling into the pitfalls because it was so fragile, right? And so now at Higharc is we're looking to allow people to scale and to harness automation, bringing in stuff like this that most of us have never seen in our career. We haven't been exposed to Truss design software. And so to see it, like today was the first time I'd ever seen it. Obviously, I'm excited and sitting over here talking to you about it. So, how cool is that? Come to IBS and see Truss design software, and then find out that we could possibly work on integration, right? And using that, it's a whole new world.
Awesome, that's great. And the key of it being that you have an open API, we have an open API, and we're intent on trying to make them talk together. I think when people think about integration, sometimes they think, oh, you can export that file type and I can import this file type. But the beauty really comes when you can have two-way synchronous integrations that are using a REST API. That's really where the power comes in.
Yeah, if people aren't harnessing APIs, they're missing the next generation of software. Really, it's we're done keeping data so close to our chest and proprietary. To share it is to grow in an industry, and that's what we're about. We're not about getting butts in seats and selling licenses and stuff like that. It's looking at the industry as more of a healing process to get people moving quicker into saving money. And at the end of the day, what really counts is the person that's going to live in that house. Yeah. Does it cost what they thought? Was it built when they thought it would be built? And is it the right thing? Yeah. Right? This gives them peace of mind. Yeah. Right?
And I think I mentioned this before with Connor, but it's this idea that you can make decisions when you can visualize.
Yeah.
And when you can take the various options that you have and actually see them work together and say, what would it look like if that was a little bit different roof? What would it look like if, we brought that down a level there and brought it up a level here? That's the power of being able to really tell and make those decisions as a customer and hopefully be more pleased with the end product.
Absolutely. I mean, the days of describing what the house is going to look like are over. As we can do those options and elevations and all the things that we used to really struggle with, now the cool part that's being exposed is the price. Is that we can see the price in real time and know that if I add a 3-car garage, it's going to cost me this much.
And the trade-off of, I know it's going to take this and it's going to look this way, but it's going to cost us.
Kitchen or garage, that's usually the battle. Like which one's going to get the upgrades? But then at the end of the day, the builder is trying to run a business, and they're not losing money on this because they estimated it wrong, right? And the structure is going to show up and perform as expected because it's
a win-win.
Tied in. Yeah. Absolutely.
What do you think right now some of the opportunities to innovate are? And what are the things that you're most excited about?
The thing I'm most excited about, being that I live in Austin, Texas, would to see the Texas market start to embrace truss design. I couldn't give you a hard number, but probably 10% of the builders in Texas are using trusses, and everything is stick frame, and we're going backwards. And as we're seeing like labor skill and labor availability start to diminish, trusses become more and more important. So for me personally, that's where I would love to see it.
And then, just to kind of close out the show, did you see anything here besides Higharc and Paragon that caught your eye? Or were you looking at some of the showers over there and anything else here?
I saw a fire extinguisher that went in the wall that was pretty cool, but we've been so busy at our booth, I haven't left the zip code. So
cool.
this is the only other booth that I visited in the 4 days I've been here, and I'm glad I did.
Well, thank you so much. He flagged me down as I was leaving you guys. He said, where do I find this truss design drawing? So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.